You know, we go out and look, and it seems like UFOs are just fascinating to all sorts of people. I mean, people have been talking about them. You have people abducted. Movies talk about UFOs. Obviously, UFO stands for unidentified flying objects. But the reason why we do that is because there are these things out there that need an explanation. And I know you've come up with at least 3 different categories of how to think about UFOs. Why don't you kind of delineate those for us?
Yeah, when we look at this phenomenon, which is obviously pretty strange, there are 3 schools of interpretation. The first school is that this is just a misidentified natural or human phenomena. Maybe it's objects in space, maybe it's a human aircraft. So people are seeing something, but it's not what they think it is. They've misidentified. The second one is that maybe this is extraterrestrial beings. Maybe there is an advanced civilization somewhere in the universe. They're traveling here. Maybe they've decided to communicate with us. And then thirdly, there is the interdimensional view, and that is that UFOs are real, but they're not physical beings. Maybe they are some kind of religious or occult phenomena. So 3 schools of thought.
Some sort of demons kind of interplaying. Correct. There is kind of the idea there.
Right.
Now I know Hugh, our boss, has done a lot of work, spent a lot of time in his past of debunking or identifying some of those misidentified things, you know, things that are rocket ships or gas flares or all sorts of things. And so I think we're comfortable saying that a large number of the UFOs fall into that misidentified class. But it does seem like there is this other class of things that, or there's other ones that don't fall into that misidentified class. How would you reconcile those? What do you think is the best explanation?
No, that's very good. I think that most people who've studied the field would conclude that 90 to 95% of this phenomena can be explained naturally. So that leftover, if you will, then is very difficult. And our conclusion at RTB, and both Hugh and I have written on this topic, is that that remaining percentage probably best fits into some kind of religious or occult phenomena. So again, most of the vast majority can be explained, but not all of them in a purely natural way.
Well, and that kind of is interesting, because if you look at the challenges of ET getting here, you know, traveling through space, the velocities required, sure, the stuff you're going to encounter, being able to maintain a spaceship, you know, it seems like there's a lot of things that argue that even if there are aliens out there somewhere, their capacity to travel here seems minimal. That if most of the UFOs are natural phenomena that just we've misidentified as UFOs, if they're not ET, that means they're some sort of demonic or interdimensional. And that would say that as Christians, we need to be very careful about getting involved in UFOs.